Hello, my name is Professor TK the Chemist, and today we're going to talk about how nuclear equations correspond to chemistry. Like, what's the connection there? Well, over the past several videos, we've discussed nuclear chemical reactions that deal with three major particles: alpha, gamma, and beta. Now, today we're going to dive a little deeper into how radioactive material could be harboring in your homes, okay? Now, if you all have a basement, not to cause any alarm, you want to make sure that you have an active radon detector. Here's the reason why. Radon is one of the most heaviest type elements that's found in basements. Why? Because basements are typically built underneath the ground. Any soil and rocks and materials that are harboring underneath your ground and inside the soil oftentimes harbor radon. So let's talk about why that is the case. First off, we have what's called radium that's actually exhibited inside your home, or inside the soil, inside the soil. So you have radium-226. Whenever it's reacted with or bombarded with those alpha particles, this is where you have the issues of radon forming. So as you can see on the board here, you have radium-226 that is hit with alpha particles. So what do you have forming is radon here that I'm highlighting in yellow. Now, here's the other issue. You want to make sure that if you're purchasing a home that has a basement, that you get a radon detector, because that's going to make sure that you figure out whether or not the levels are high to produce radon in the basements of your home. Now, once radon converts into the air molecules, it disperses to where it's insignificant amounts that doesn't cause a problem. But here's the issue though. If your levels are very high, here's what happens. That radon-222 converts into polonium inside your lungs because it's also converted with or bombarded rather with alpha particles. And if those alpha particles intertwine with radon-222, you then create polonium-218 in your lungs. And this is when we say, Houston, we have a problem, okay? Do you know that the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency recommends that the levels of radon detected in your home should not exceed a maximum levels of 4 picocuries per liter? Now, ironically, Curie was named after Madame Marie Curie, who discovered what radiation can do to the body. Unfortunately, she paid an untimely death due to her research and how she discovered this whole process of radiation. Do you know if you were to go and find her lab notebooks and purse and anything that she worked with during that time, it would still be beaming and emitting radiation over 100 years later because of the half-life. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the half-life? We're going to actually talk a little bit more about half-lives of various chemicals. Half-life just simply means how long it takes for that particular element to break down to where it's half of that, to where it gets to become zero or minuscule amounts. In this particular case, radiation emits for a very long time. We'll share more videos and pictures and information about that later. Keep watching.